We are at CES 2025 in Las Vegas. We are in the West Hall, which is the mobility hall, full of innovations for automotive, and have the honor of meeting Jochen Hardt, straight from Leverkusen, Germany. So Jochen, in this hall specifically, we are seeing so many different innovations in mobility. We see cars, we see trucks, we see scooters, we see boats, we see small trains. Out of all the innovation we're seeing, what would be some of the highlights that you would like to mention that you think will drive mobility into the future?
First of all, I would say technology is the main and the core driver of all the advancement we are seeing here right now in the hall. Is first of all the extreme computing power we are seeing nowadays. I mean, we have seen also the strong presence of large chip makers here at the CES, and they have inroads into the automotive industry as well as other industries. And the same we see from the other tech giants. They're heavily involving into automotive. So this is one of the main drivers. And of course, the AI-enabled systems, this is enhancing dramatically the capabilities of what we see in automotive. So what we envisioned a couple of years ago also in concepts and concept cars, what we saw, it becomes reality now. The technology is there, the readiness level is there. And this is extremely important. If I think about future forms of mobility, the increasing capacity in battery power and e-powertrains, which enable this to drive such system in terms of energy supply. Also the energy efficiency of such system. For example, on the chip level, silicon carbide chips, we have seen first examples here, and they are much more efficient, and this will give you a much higher yield in the consumption of the available energy. Another point is, of course, the rapid advancement of ADAS systems, so talking about autonomous drive. We remember a couple of CES back, everybody talked about the hype of autonomous drive, about ride sharing, etc. It's ready now. The readiness level is there, and we see a lot of things close to rollout. To jump on a technology level, I mean, powered by the advancement in chip abilities, plus the software design, plus also development in optics, what we see all kinds of display technology, predominantly in the interior. For example, holographic displays, HUDs, three-dimensional. There are several examples here of OEMs as well as technology companies providing that and showing that, including, you can see that at our own booth, Covestro. We have a demonstrator, a holographic demonstrator, jointly done with several technology partners in order to make that happen. And we see it here also from other companies with this kind of proposal. Foldable displays, so to make them automotive ready, what we know from smartphones, foldable handy, it's automotive ready now. We see first examples here. Another example is what Kyocera is showing here. This is currently development stage. So it's a high definition aerial display, meaning you have a holotouch function. It's virtually projected into the car interior, and you can basically interact with the HMI system. So that shows how much technology advances HMI systems, getting away from buttons and basically multi-level menus in displays which distract people from driving.
It's crazy how things you saw in movies like 10 years ago, like Minority Report, where you had 3D haptic displays, they are now becoming reality as well.
Exactly. And what we have, Nico, what we have on the interior now, what we envision for the interior, the future interior, you also have it on the exterior. Car-to-X communication, what you definitely need in a future traffic environment. And not everybody drives in an autonomous car. We have pedestrians and other participants in the traffic environment. And for these people, we need the right communication. And all this display technology, digital front, digital tailgate, smart B-pillars, etc. So a very smart exterior which interacts with the environment, and that's already happening, and it's here. Yes, another point is definitely to come back to the big tech companies. Transformation of industry, convergence of the industry. You clearly see it's all converging, that automotive companies are either acquiring capabilities in electronics and other adjacent technologies, or technology players or big tech players are coming in from the software or hardware side into the automotive space, into the mobility space. And if you talk about future mobilities, there's one thing I would like to mention, and it's happening now. I saw a lot of skeptic eyes and views of people seeing that. There's one example from Xiaopeng up here, E-VTOLs, electric vertical takeoff and landing devices. So bottom line, it can be future private mobility. There will be basically on pre-sale very soon, and announcement is 2026 launch in the market. This is the only company which exhibits this kind of future concept here, but we know, of course, there are many other players right now working on this thing and bringing them to the market. So it's about really future mobility taking off in a kind of large drone in an E-VTOL, either for private use, but also shuttle services replacing traditional helicopter service. We always had that from airports into hubs, helicopter service or small planes, etc. So things like that, there will be definitely a use case. We will see them selectively in markets, also depending on regulation. But the important point, again, this will be a technology driver. These things have to be ultra lightweight. So again, it requires extremely advanced polymers and plastic materials in order to enable this. And so it's a very interesting story. Also battery technology, of course, this is a maximum stress to battery technology to go into E-VTOLs.
Amazing things, I think, into the future. Thank you, Jochen, for sharing these insights, and all the best of luck.
Thank you very much, Nico. Bye.